This is Professor Shalomo Levy. I am your professor for American History 1, the online section VA, and I'm recording this brief video as a way to offer an apology for the late grading of some of your assignments, and in addition to that, to offer an explanation as to what happened and how I have tried to correct it. First of all, let me call your attention to our Blackboard site and show you something that you may or may not be aware of. This is how it looks to you as the student when you go in to Blackboard and you see your assignments each week, and you see your discussions, and actually within the folder of each week you have your discussion entry. If you look down here, course management tools, this is for the professor of the course, and this is the way it looks to me. And I have this tab under the Grade Center, a tab called Needs Grading. And so what I would normally do is I would go in here and I would check to see what I need to grade each week in the course. And it will give me a list, like right now it's showing me that there are 47 items that I need to grade. Some of these are not really assignments, the test thing, the practice test. But then we have test number 3 going on now. The students are still finishing that. And I have discussions for week number 7. And then I have a second page. And there are more week 7 discussions and a few more test number 3s to be graded. But as you can see, there are 2 pages, 47 items, and they're all exams or test number 7 discussion. So when I look at this, it looks like the course is pretty up to date. That is where we are right now in the semester. I'm taking test number 3, which is going on this week, discussion number 7, which was last week, and 7.5, which is this week. So I look at it and it looks pretty caught up. However, I had a student come visit me yesterday who told me in my office hours and told me that she has been submitting assignments in the discussion each week that hadn't been graded. So first I went here, I didn't see what she was talking about, but then under the discussion tab, and this is what I wanted to explain, here's where the actual discussions are created. And here I see, say for instance, discussion number 6.5. This was from a couple of weeks ago, the Jefferson to Jackson discussion. And here it shows that there are 32 entries that were submitted by 18 students, and 32 of them need to be graded. So this was the problem. Both for this one, I caught up with some of the other ones. The debate I saw, and that was graded when that happened, but discussions 2 and 3, and 6.5, 7 I see, but this one, as you can see, it says that there are 32 entries in here. 32 need to be graded, and they were submitted by a total of 18 students. And that's discussion 6.5. But when I go into needs grading, again, there are no 6.5 discussions listed here. So that was the problem. I spoke to some tech people at the college, and they said the link connecting the discussion to the grade book was broken somehow, maybe in copying it from one course to another. That link is not there. And so therefore, when I go into needs grading, it doesn't show up. If I go into the discussion board tab and look at the discussions individually, they are there and I can find them, and I can still grade them manually. So you don't have to worry about getting credit for it and your assignments haven't been lost. But this was a kind of technical malfunction. The advantage of the needs grading tab from the faculty point of view is, regardless of whether it's an exam or discussion or something that was submitted late or early, it looks through all those folders and puts everything that you need to grade on one screen. And so when this works, it makes it very efficient, as opposed to opening up each folder and looking around and seeing if there's something there for you to read. But when it doesn't work, then there could be assignments that students have submitted in the folders, in the discussion folders, that's not showing up on your grade list. And basically, that's what happened in our course. And I take full responsibility for this because even though it wasn't showing up, I should have kind of been alert to it or kind of noticed that some things weren't showing up. Um, but it has been brought to my attention now. That problem has been corrected, and you will see grades now for all of your back assignments. Um, with that, let me say, almost as a side note, is that as I've read them, I'm very pleased with the quality of the assignments. So the quality of your discussions, your entries, the interaction between students, and the grades overall have been very good on the discussions and for many of the exams as well. So I thought I needed to offer you both an apology and a more detailed explanation as to what happened. So I hope you are still enjoying the course. And if you have any other questions, please contact me and I'll try to address them as soon as possible. Take care and be well.